guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to dive right into this tutorial. As you can see from the title, it is Kylie Jenner inspired. I didn't do exact replication of her look. I just kind of took inspiration from several of the looks she's been wearing for fall and just tried to recreate it for myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It is heavily using NARS products. I didn't even realize when I was filming this how much NARS I was reaching for. Kind of wish I would have just went full-on, full-face NARS tutorial, because I do want to start doing more one-brand tutorials, but I totally could have done it for this video just because I use so much NARS. I'm also using a bunch of the new MAC pigments that I picked up in my most recent MAC haul, and I know a lot of you requested this look. I was unsure of whether I should post it or not because my lips are actually bleeding in this video. They're so dry, and I don't know, it's kind of embarrassing and disgusting, so I didn't want to upload it, but you guys said I should anyways, even though I have really chronically dry lips. It happens to me. I tried putting some lip balm and helping my lips out, but they do get dehydrated really bad sometimes, so this is a prime example. But so far I've just applied my primer, foundation, both NARS, and then filled in my brows. Now I'm just going to clean them up with some concealer. I've been doing this a lot lately, as you guys know. I just think it makes a huge difference in how the brows appear. It makes them look more clean and crisp, and I just really enjoy the look it gives. Now to prime my eyes, I'm using my NARS Pro Prime eyeshadow primer, and I like this because it's a little bit thinner, well, a lot thinner than the MAC paint pots. And when I'm using pigments, I don't tend to like to use a paint pot just because I find the pigment goes better on my lids when I have a more thin primer like this NARS one. So now I'm just going through my brows with the Urban Decay Brow Tamer. This is just a clear version, and it's just going to set my brows in place. Now I'm applying some shadow shields because I do want this to be a pretty clean and crisp look. I'm dipping into my Anastasia World Traveler palette and just using a combination of Morocco and Soft Peach just as my crease transition color, and I'm just gradually going back and building up that color to my desired intensity and desired depth. The first pigment we will be working with is MAC's Blondes Gold, and this has to be my new favorite pigment from MAC. I kind of randomly came across this on the MAC website. It looked really pretty. It was out of stock at the time, but it did come back in stock and I grabbed it right away. And then I also picked up Museum Bronze, which is just a really pretty bronzy shade. Just applying that to my outer corner and then lightly blending it out with that first brush we used to apply our transition shade. And then I'm going in with MAC Naked Pigment. And this is one of my all-time favorite pigments as well. It's perfect for anything. You can use it for pretty much anything. It's such a versatile pigment. And now I'm just applying some of the black shadow in that Anastasia palette as a eyeliner, and I'm just smoking it out a bit. I just wanted my eyeliner to have a hint of smokiness underneath the eyeliner I'm going to apply next. So I am going to be using my tried and true Kat Von D eyeliner in Trooper. I use this all the time, pretty much don't need to use any other eyeliner because this is my favorite ever.
I've waited for so long, I've run.
For lashes, I decided to go with XO Beauty's Gold Digger. They have a little bit more fullness in the center, which I thought was perfect for opening up my eye, kind of like Kylie's, how they're so large. I just wanted mine to look a little bit larger, so those are the lashes I chose for this. I'm just using the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I went in with a lighter shade at first, but then I added a darker shade just because it looked too much of a highlight for me. So I ended up using Natural Beige in the end. I think I started out with, or maybe I used Natural in the beginning, and then I ended up with Creamy Beige. I'll put it in the description box below which one I used. Now I'm using this new product from MAC. They've released these before in the past. They're the Sculpt and Shape Duos, and I'm just using the shape side to highlight my under eyes. And then I'm going in with another NARS product. the powder in Beach, just using this all over my face to set everything. And then I am going back to my Anastasia World Traveler palette and just finishing up my under eyes, just smoking it out slightly. And then Urban Decay just released these waterline pencils, these kohl pencils that are made specifically for your waterline. So I'm using the black one, which is in Legend, and just using it to tightline my eye. I just want that to be super black up there. And now I'm going in with MAC Giga Black Extended Play Lash Mascara, putting this on my lower lashes. This is my favorite lower lash mascara ever. And then I will be going in with a Rimmel eye kohl. This is just their flush tone eye kohl. Love this for the waterline. And I believe Kylie actually lined her lower line in this picture with a black, but her eyes are so big and I wanted just to keep mine looking more open. So I just decided to go with a flush tone. And then to contour, I'm just using that same Sculpt and Shape duo from MAC. I'm using the Sculpt Side in Shadester. That was so hard to say. And then I'm just applying a little bit more concealer because I do have a blemish on my nose. Now I'm showing you my NARS brush, which is destroyed. I used my Cinema Secrets brush cleaner and I was having my son help me clean my brushes because he likes to do it and I don't. Something fun for us to do. And a little bit of the makeup brush cleanser I believe got on the handle and it just started cracking. So that stuff is really intense. It cleans your brushes amazing, but be careful if you have that NARS Ita, it will destroy it like it did mine. Now I'm using a blush by MAC. It's in Cantaloupe, just putting that on my cheeks and making sure everything's well blended. And then I'm going in with ColourPop highlighter in Parasol. This was part of their Strobing 1 kit. I'm just using a beauty blender to apply this to my cheeks. I find this to be the best application method. And then one of my favorite things to do with this Blonde's Gold pigment from MAC is to use it on your face as a highlight. So I think it's such a pretty highlight. It's super intense, but just another way you can use that pigment. And then I'm going back in with my beauty blender just to really blend that into the skin. Now I'm taking off my lip balm that I had prior and I'm going in with MAC Hover Lip Pencil. And you can see here my lips actually start to crack open and bleed. I was telling you how bad my lips were for this video, but if we can just move past that and just kind of get past my lips. I'm sorry. And now I'm going in with ColourPop Limbo. She was wearing a brown lipstick in the photo. I believe it's part of her Kylie Jenner lip kit that will be out soon. I've heard about it in passing. I don't know when it's releasing though. I'd like to know what colors are in it. I think there's like a nude and like a pink and a brown or something like that. But I'm interested in checking it out. And then I'm going to set everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And this is my finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though my lips are dying. And please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I believe I got out 3 tutorials in the past 7 days, which is pretty awesome for me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you in my next video.